The next chapter is about to begin. Join us live every Tuesday and Thursday for brand new episodes of the American Contractor Show. Our mission is to bring you the latest tools, innovations, and knowledge to help you become the most informed contractor in your market. Knowledge is the ultimate power, and we are connecting you with the most knowledgeable minds in our industry. Make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. American Contractors, I hope you're ready. This one's for you.
This is Larry Bache with the Northern Law Group, helping policyholders for more than 30 years. If you have a claim or your client has a claim that needs help, please feel free to call the Northern Law Group because we are the true policyholder advocate.
C3 was eager to help us, and even whenever we weren't giving them work, they were still eager to give advice. The things that they were putting out for the pertaining from DMO to RFG and giving that to the industry and not charging anything for it, I thought was really cool. And that's stuff that I, as a contractor, appreciate. I'd recommend C3 to any contractor that's looking for a PA, especially if you're around Colorado. Great guys, man. I'm nothing but happy with the work they've done for us.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here. We're doing live coverage. We have a couple different areas we're talking about. Looks like we're really starting to get into quite the tornado outbreak here in Alabama. And we're also going to jump over to Tulsa. Not right now. We're going to jump into Tulsa in a moment. But yes, there has been some storms in Tulsa as well. Put the comments in there. I can see them in the corner of the screen right about there. So, and we also got Frank over there. He can answer questions as well. We have him mic'd up. So let's jump right into it. We're going to start here just north of Birmingham. This is in Jefferson County. We have a tornado warning currently in effect. We zoom in on this. We move this. Let's remove the hail tracker because we can see. Look at this. We have what we call the screaming eagle. Got the wings coming out here. Here's where your circulation is going to be right by Wegra. Let's bring up the velocity scope. Let's check this out. See if we are. Yeah, oh my God, okay. Yeah, this looks like it's pretty intense here, guys. If we switch this over to CCs, maybe we can see. All right, doesn't look like we have a debris ball right now. So we're getting into a part of Alabama, of Jefferson County. It's where Birmingham's at. It's where a lot of the population is around this part of the state. But look at this velocity. And when you see the greens and the reds coming together like this, that means you're getting quite the circulation. Yeah, highlighted right in there. Guys, so again, this is just north of Birmingham. You see Birmingham right where my hand's at. It's going to be over here, right at the edge of the county line. We get rid of this. Let's check out the tornado warning that's in effect. Let's go ahead and query this, see how long this is in effect till. Hail possibly up to 1 inch. I'm not really seeing too much hail out of this, but it's in effect till 3:15. Places like Adamsville, Gardendale, Robbins Crossing, and Summerton are all at risk here. It's heading generally towards I-65, which goes north and west, and then we have a highway over here, which name I don't actually know, but we can bring that up. We clear out the tornado warning. Let's see, this is Highway 22, so it's heading generally towards Highway 22, moving pretty quick. Do you have any other details on this, Frank? Do we know if it's confirmed, anything on the ground?
Let me bring up the query here.
Yeah, let's bring up this warning. Let's just kind of, let's see if it's got anything happening.
Law enforcement confirmed tornado.
Okay, so we got probably a fairly weak tornado. Thankfully, we don't have any debris right now being shown here. And this is in the town of Wegra. How fast? These things are all moving pretty quick.
30 miles an hour.
Yeah, about 30 miles an hour. All right, so we're about 30 miles an hour. That brings us over I-22 very soon here, next like 10 minutes. So let's bring that out next 45 minutes. So we got, in the next 3 minutes is in West Jefferson, so it's pretty much there right now. We got Vulcan coming up at 2:47, and then Warrior, and basically we're crossing I-65 north of Morris at about 3 o'clock. About 3:06 is what we're showing here. So again, confirmed tornado on the ground with this. This is one of many different storms. Let's bring it back out a little bit. We can see we have some tornado reports. We actually had earlier just by, oh crap, is this Tuscaloosa? Zoom in right here, Frank. Right along I-20. Yeah, okay, let's get in here close. This is Tuscaloosa, guys. This is where University of Alabama's at. Oh, God. That's not good. What's velocity of this? Right here in Moundville. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be loading.
All right, there's the buttons on the bottom that have velocity. Let's just bring up velocity on everything. We can overdo that.
Okay, I'll just do the velocity.
Just hit the velocity button and we can see in here.
There we go.
Oh, God. Okay. All right, guys. All right, let's zoom in. I got roads loaded on this. Let's zoom in here. In Tuscaloosa County, this is the town of Moundsville. We can bring it real close, right up into the couplet. Let's see what roads we're at. Okay, this is right by State Highway 69 is right where my hands are at. And here's your couplet right here. Can we switch over to correlation? And we can see if we got a debris ball. It's going to be on the bottom. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. All right, so likely there's some debris in here. Yeah, that's a debris ball. Literally on Highway 69. We're moving northeast with this, guys. Let's zoom back out a little bit so we can see Tuscaloosa in this. It's going to be heading towards the south side of Tuscaloosa, between Tuscaloosa and Duncanville. Let's, right there, let's get a track on this. About 30 miles an hour, right? So this is going to be going to Coling and Halton coming up here. So just this out. This is Tuscaloosa right here. We're going just south of Tuscaloosa in Tuscaloosa County. Got a lot more people in here compared to other areas. Let's go back to reflectivity, zoom out a little bit. You can see overall the area. So we have this tornado warning now in effect. That is likely a tornado on the ground. I'm assuming we query that. Can we confirm that is a confirmed tornado? That's going to be, without even like reading the warning, I can tell you that's a tornado. Oh my God. Yeah, that's not looking good, guys. Look at this. You see that inflow coming in through the rain. This thing is wrapping up crazy. You can see the whole storm wrap around in here. An eagle. Is the eagle's down in the beak, all the wings. That's a classic sign of a big time storm. This is going on. These going to be on the southern edges of Tuscaloosa.
It is a radar confirmed tornado.
Radar
so nobody
confirmed?
has confirmed it.
Nobody's confirmed it yet? Okay.
But I mean, it looks pretty
That
clear.
looks pretty good. Let's try to get the scope up again. Bring up the velocity scope. Just click on it there. There we go. All right, so there you go. So you can see, we can even zoom it in there, and then you can switch it over to the CCs as well. All right, there's your debris ball right there, guys. That is exactly where that tornado is. It's on Highway 69 in Moundville, Alabama. This is just south of Tuscaloosa. It's heading towards Duncanville, and a lot of folks are going to be impacted by this. If we do the, if we query up the tornado warning, you can probably say that the population that this thing is under. Yeah, 93,000 folks. That's a lot of people, guys. And as a tornado on the ground on Highway 69, it says it's radar confirmed right now, but when we're looking at it on radar, between the velocities and seeing the debris ball and just seeing the structure of this storm, this is heading towards this, again, the southern sides of Tuscaloosa. Right there, moving northeast. Do we have a speed on how fast this is going?
Yeah, it's moving 30 miles an hour. So if I do the
30 at northeast. So just like this pretty much. Yeah, right there. Yeah, so Maxwell, Coling, Houghton, that's what's coming. It's going to cross over I-20 by about 310. And it's going to be, again, southern sections of Tuscaloosa. A lot of folks live here. You guys know about big tornadoes. You had a big one in the super outbreak in 2011. So that's one tornado we have. If we kind of go back to the Birmingham overview, we can see, I think you just hit the Birmingham. There we go. You can see we got two tornado warnings. We got one. This one's just north of the Birmingham area. I think where there's not a ton of people here. This is the main focus. This is the best looking storm we've seen since we got on the air here in Tuscaloosa. That is, again, south of Tuscaloosa. I think it should stay south of the main city, but there's still a lot of folks in here. What about the one that's right behind me over by, I don't know how you pronounce this name. Is this one confirmed? Over by, yeah, this might also be. Let's bring up the velocity scope. Yeah, there you go. There's another tornado right there. So again, we're just over right now. Haven't even gotten to Oklahoma yet, and we got 3 tornado warnings happening, possibly all on the ground. CC this one. Usually we use the correlation coefficient for finding hail, but there's a debris ball. But it's also very good for debris, and this might actually, can you move it around a little bit? Kind of look over and see, okay, yeah, no, it's that's
It
probably
is
debris.
listed as radar confirmed right now.
Yeah. Thankfully, this one looks like there's probably not as many folks around here. And this is south of Talladega Springs. And that's also heading northeast at about 30 miles an hour. This will cross Highway 280 and Highway 231. Coming up here in a few minutes, I got Minion probably. Sailakuga. Oh man, I got straddled with this. Okay, so until about 3:15, we're gonna kill this. Let's go to the Birmingham overall, and then maybe can zoom out a little bit more. Can see what else is happening. A lot of tornado. Again, a lot of tornado warnings happening here, guys. I think Demopolis got very close to getting impacted by a pretty good tornado. Right now, this is all pretty rural, and we're kind of far away from Birmingham's radar on this one. So let's go ahead. Let's click on Tulsa. Let's bring up Tulsa here, and we're gonna jump over to Tulsa. Okay, severe thunderstorm. Okay, we got severe thunderstorm warning for Tulsa. Let's go ahead. Let's query this. What is this for? Probably quarters. Yeah, quarter side. Springs, Sapulpa, Tulsa, Turley. Winds up to 60, impacting again by 400,000 folks. This is the area of Tulsa. Let's zoom in. Let's get rid of this. Zoom in close on here. No tornado warning now in Sapulpa area. The tornado warning is not happening in Sapulpa. We have a tornado warning over by Pryor. So we're going to zoom in on Tulsa. You can see higher DBZs here in Sand Springs, and then down right on I-44. If we let's bring up velocities just in case. If there's going to be any kind of circulation, it's going to be over I-44 between Sapulpa and Tulsa. And there you go. Moving update just here. Yeah, that's looking nothing like we were just looking at in Alabama, near Tuscaloosa, or near Birmingham. This is more broad circulation. But if we go to CCs, I guarantee you we're getting hail. Here in Sand Springs, look at that. You see the lower CCs, you see the greens and the yellows showing up. Probably seen that quarter size hail happen here. Yeah, Frank highlighted that for me for Sand Springs and Oakhurst. Let's zoom all the way in, right on this state highway. Let's get some intersections in Sand Springs and the southern section of Sand Springs. Okay, over by Prattville. So this is Oklahoma Route 51. Let's zoom in even more. Let's get all the way in there. All right, Highway 51, where it breaks away. That's where you're seeing that hail again, probably around quarter size. And this is heading generally, right down here, probably a little further south. Might be a little displaced from the reflectivity, and CCs might not be completely in line with each other. Yeah, right there in Prattville. Okay, let's get rid of the CC spoke. Let's just zoom out a little bit, bring it out so we can see all Sand Springs. And we can just go straight to CCs overall. Let's just do correlation coefficient, full screen, kind of see what we're looking at. That's where your hail's at. You see it's moving generally north-northeast, so it's going to be heading directly into Sand Springs. Pretty much, again, moving north-northeast towards Tulsa, probably the western sides of Tulsa here. Go back to that reflectivity. Let's just try to keep it unreflected more than off anything. Yeah. This is anything you see pink that's over 60. That's where you're going to be seeing that hail ranging from P to probably about quarter, half dollar size. We had some quarters a little bit earlier in Broken Arrow, and this is probably going to have something similar to that. And again, probably going to stay just to the west of Route 75 and 244 until we probably get to just north of downtown here. Do you have the speed on this one, Frank?
Let me get rid of this one because I didn't zoom out far enough.
Yeah,
So
all right.
I'll zoom out and
Zoom out. There we go. You see there's downtown Tulsa right here. It's moving what?
Northeast at 20 miles.
At 20. All right, we're moving northeast at 20. So that should bring us into Tulsa itself, top of the hour. It's about 18 minutes as of this time right now. East Tulsa a little after that. And then Mingo at 3:25. Let's move to the east. Let's check out this tornado warned storm. It's going to be pretty much right over Tulsa's radar here in Claremore. Let's go ahead. Let's get this. All right, we're close to radar, so there's going to be a lot of noise. But thankfully, if there's going to be anything here by Claremore on the south side of Claremore, it's going to be weak. It's going to be south of I-44. Let's zoom in real close. Let's see if we can get some roads. Get an intersection. Let's get it'd be right up in here. Can we get, how far do we got to zoom in? Apparently not showing up here. Oh, you know what? I don't have the roads loaded for Tulsa. Never mind. I don't have the roads loaded up for this, guys. Fortunately, I had it loaded up in Alabama. So we zoom out a little bit. Yeah, reflectivity. Let's just zoom out. Let's get to Tulsa overall. And then we can, there we go. All right, so the two storms. So the one moving into Tulsa right now, that is warned. You don't have to worry about that right now. It was tornado warning a little while ago. The rotation's gotten broad. We're going to keep a close eye on it, but right now it's a hail producer, probably a $250 size hail moving towards downtown Tulsa. And then we have also by Claremore, just south of Claremore, it's a tornado warning, but I didn't see anything that is indicating anything's on the ground. I'm assuming this warning, it's radar indicated. And is your mic just on, Frank?
No.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah, you can kind of chime in when you see, if you query anything.
So I've been querying them on my phone because it was only bringing up one warning on the Max software. So that is radar indicated rotation.
Radar indicated? Not confirmed. All right, good. So not confirmed here in Claremore. Let's jump back into Tulsa here as we have this hailstorm moving into pretty much the city. Again, Sand Springs, main area. Let's take a look at scope up the CCs. Okay, yeah, so this is where your hail's at. It's going to be just south of Highway 412 and just east of 51. And then pretty much right along Route 66 and I-44 as we're moving towards Tulsa itself. We're going to probably go just to the south of downtown with this, where that hail is located, all in here. Sand Springs, Prattville, Oakhurst, and there's Tulsa, there's downtown, there's the inner loop, 244. We're moving, we're gonna probably cross the Arkansas River here in about 5-10 minutes or so. And so top of the hour, we'll be over Tulsa, so we're going this way, guys. It looks like we just had the tornado warning drop in Claremore. Okay, asking about Alabama. Click on, get us the palette for Mississippi and Alabama. Cotton. Okay, all right, we're going back to Alabama. Let's go to Tuscaloosa. All right, it's going to take a second, guys. There's a lot happening. Software's getting mad at us. All right. Okay, so we got a tornado for sure up by, what's main query? This one in northern Jefferson County. What we got for a report here? Oh, no, you got the tornado warning. Yeah, click on the tornado report. Tornado reported by emergency management near Binghamport. Okay. All right, let's go bring down Tuscaloosa. Oh, God. All right, that's pretty close to the city of Tuscaloosa. Zoom in real close. Let's get close. All right, there's downtown. Here we go. Inglewood, Maxwell. Let's do velocity. I see a little donut hole right here. There you go. Yeah, there's your tornado. All right, let's do CCs. See that debris ball? Oh boy. All right, zoom in all the way. Get right up in there. Okay, right here in Maxwell. Here's Alabama's Highway 69. More. I want to get down to street level. I want to see where this is at. All right, here we go. So we just had a tornado hit this neighborhood here in Maxwell. So that's Winding Way, Thomas Road. That's where it went. All right, let's just continue moving northeast. Let's go into the track of this thing. So we got Rosa Road, Old Marion Road. That's now. And then zoom out a little bit, and let's get you kind of just see where it's gonna go. We can, or that.
I'm just gonna bring up the velocity.
Yeah, bring up velocity so we can just see exactly where we're at here with the tornado. There we go. This is a great test for us, right? Frank really got to play with this about a day. So, shout out to Frank for having to really rip through this all on his own. So that's where your tornado is going to be at. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's take a storm track, see where this tornado is going to be heading next.
So
yeah, let's just bring it
30 miles an hour.
30 miles an hour northeast.
Bring it out. Here we go.
Okay. So 310, we're at Fleetwood, we're at Brookwood, Cyril's. Let's go right where Highway 82. It's going to cross Highway 82 here about 10 minutes. So let's zoom in right here where my finger's at. So right where Highway 82 is. zoom in far. Let's see how many roads, how many people are going to be impacted. Oh, God. This is a very populated area here, guys. Bear Creek Road East and Argon Forest Drive. We got Stokes Bluff Road. If you're watching this from Alabama and any of these roads look like where you live or close to where you live, you need to get yourself in your safe spot now. We have a pretty intense storm coming. Your mic volume is pretty low, Frank. If you go on to Open Broadcaster and just crank your volume up, it should be fine.
And my condenser mic left?
Yes. Okay. Don't worry, we're getting Frank's volume up a little bit here.
It was maxed out, so I'll just lean in closer.
Yeah, just leaning closer. Yeah, he's got one of the podcast mics on him. So, all right, let's bring it back out to Birmingham. All right, so looks like this Tuscaloosa one's probably so okay. Robbins Crossing. Let's look at this. Right on Highway 22 or Interstate 22, between Vulcan and Palos. All right, scope the CCs. Let's see if we got a debris ball. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so it's probably radar indicated right now. There was definitely a tornado. There was a report of a tornado. This is Alabama Highway 5, and that's going to be moving towards whatever town is just north of Birmingham here. Okay, on Highway 30, towards Morris and Gardendale. Between Morris and Gardendale, that's where this storm here, north of Birmingham, that's where that's heading. Doesn't look like there's a tornado on the ground at this exact moment, but has a history of producing a tornado, and then you can go on there. So back over to Tuscaloosa. We got a radar update with this. Okay. All right, that's not looking good. And this is going through some population here, guys. Let's see if we have a CC. Yeah, that's a big debris ball on the ground. Check Northport, Alabama, please. All right, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to keep an eye on. There's a lot happening. I'm trying to jump back and forth. This one takes the biggest precedent at the moment. This is going through population here in the south side of Tuscaloosa, or by Duncanville, moving to the northeast about 30 miles an hour. We're crossing Highway 82. Can you do the distance arrow from this to Highway 82 so we can see how far away we are from Highway 82? It's going to be right next to the squall line thingy. There we go. Okay, we're only a couple miles, about 2 miles. How far away from I-20? All right, 8 miles. That's within 10 miles here of where I-20 and Highway 11 intersect, and only 2 miles from Highway 82. You're on Highway 82, you're in trouble, man. You got to get out of the way. If you got to stay north of I-20 in Tuscaloosa with this. Duncanville, you're okay, but it's not good. Yeah, you're not going to get it. I have it smoothed out on the scope.
Yeah, we'll stay on velocity then.
There you go. Let's just say zoomed in. Here's some roads that are going to be impacted by this. Coming here again, Bear Creek Road East, and then over here by Swindle Road. Bad news bears. Any mods or admin on here? What about Tulsa? Okay, just got another radar update. Can we do a CC scope?
CC scope.
There we go. Yeah, there's still a tornado on the ground. So back to reflectivity. We're going to do a check-in on Birmingham just as a whole, and then we'll go back over to Tulsa for a minute. All right, so it looks like the biggest issue right now is definitely this one on the southern section of Tuscaloosa. It could be a pretty intense tornado. Tornado warning here by Highway 65. This is north of Birmingham itself. Not looking as good as it was before. And now let's go back to Tulsa. Let's get back to the Tulsa metro. Let's see how the storm is. The hail happening there. Will it hit Birmingham? No, this is the one by Tuscaloosa may end up getting towards Birmingham, but not for a while. Okay, let's zoom in on Tulsa for the severe thunderstorm warning.
Tornado warning is expired, it looks like.
Yes, the tornado warning expired on Claymore, thankfully. All right, so it looks like we have, let's kind of peek in here on the CCs. Okay, yeah, some hail. There's some hail happening. Let's turn storm tracks back on. Don't query. Okay, they don't query. Let's query a little mezzo in this. Thanks for watching us here on YouTube and Facebook. Okay, yeah, they're saying, I don't.
Oh, that's not the mezzo query. It's
Yeah, you did it. You had it.
Okay.
That warning is for quarters. So the mesocyclone, they're saying, the algorithm was saying up to golf balls, but probably quarters falling from this. No reports coming in. But this is moving into Tulsa right now. So let's kind of zoom in. So like right here, you can see where the highest reflectivity is at along Highway 412. Yeah, you can share our page. That's fine. Just plug Hail Trace, please. Thank you. It's Highway 412 here. That's where you're seeing, see those lower CCs. So when we were just in Tuscaloosa, we're looking for a debris ball. We're looking for hail. We're not looking for debris ball in this. There's no tornado in this. This is hail. Upwards of probably quarter, $half size along Highway 412 in Sand Springs. Is moving towards downtown Tulsa right now in Oklahoma. Let's see. Where else?
I'll check down to the south here. See if there's any hail.
Yeah, let's check out just the general area. See what we got. Okay, yeah, so south here along 244 and what was this, a Creek Turnpike? I think that's probably not really making that much hail. That hail is going to be just to the east, due east of downtown Tulsa, right along Highway 412. Again, we had hail quarter, $half size in Broken Arrow probably about an hour ago now. And I think that's really all. That's the only severe warned instance at this exact moment here across Oklahoma. A couple other storms to keep an eye on, but it really looks like we're seeing mostly just that one storm that's severe warned. So, I'm just kind of checking and seeing everything. Yeah, so this is the only one. We can zoom back in on Tulsa for just a minute before we jump back to Alabama. And we'll try to get like a general southeast view as well. All right, so as of 2:54 p.m., okay, hey, let's clear this. We got a hail report right here on I-44. What was this? Quarter-size hail, Imping, in Gray, Oklahoma. So right crossing into Tulsa County. So Gray, that's pretty much right where 44 and the Creek Turnpike come together. You might get some quarter-size hail south of downtown Tulsa. Biggest hail, though, is going to be right in here. You can see the little mesocyclone thing in the way. Let's clear it out. Let's do the CC scope here just to the west of downtown Tulsa, Oklahoma. Okay, yeah, that's actually not too crazy. Just kind of move around here, see what all has coming down. So, again, this is just going to be quarter-size hail, guys. Yeah, some quarters in here. Probably a lot of sub-severe hail with those quarters mixed in there along Highway 412. So I'm going to take a break from Tulsa. Let's go southeast view. Let's just see everything. Let's bring up the national radar. We can just kind of get a glimpse of what's happening overall in the nation right now. And again, if you're watching this and you're in Tuscaloosa or Birmingham or whatever, and you're really concerned about your general safety, I do recommend you can bring up some national radars, or not radars, some national, your local news channel. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. I highly recommend ABC in Birmingham with James Spann. But overall, asking about Georgia, nothing for now. Not till tonight. Georgia's fine till tonight. Overall, across the country, most of this activity is just almost exclusively now in Alabama. So let's just jump right back into Birmingham. Let's bring up the radar to right now. Go to Birmingham and see what's going on. I know Birmingham's radar might be having some issues as well. All right, zooming in. And go ahead and let's just do now. Let's not loop the radar, please.
Yep.
All right. Oh, God. That's not good. Okay, so we got right on. We've passed Highway 69. We're now at Highway 82 here in Tuscaloosa, south side of Tuscaloosa. Let's bring up velocities. That's not good. Let's just bring up the CC scope with it. There's your debris ball right here. It just crossed Highway 82 here in southeast Tuscaloosa. Let's zoom in. Let's get some intersections where this tornado is currently at. Okay, so pretty much right along was this Daffron Lane and what's this, Hargrove Road. This is where that tornado is on the ground right now, and that's moving to the north and east. We got Jim Jones Road coming up County Road something. I see the County Road 1142 and Jim Jones Road. We have Carruth. Oh, moving too fast for me.
Sorry.
Carruth Drive, all imminent. You can probably hear. If you hear it, you need to be in your safe space wherever you are for this tornado. Highway 69. It's past 69. Yes, it is past Highway 69 now, here in Tuscaloosa. There you go. There's your debris ball right here, moving northeast. And now let's zoom out a little bit and let's get the query of where this is heading next. Again, in Tuscaloosa, we have a new warning. Let's query this new warning. Bring up the new warning right here. Okay, right by calling. Just bring that up. Inquiry. Tell me if it's a new tornado warning. We've got a warning for ping pong ball size hail, 110,000 people. It's moving towards Hulk, Lakeview, Tuscaloosa, which is right now. Let's go ahead till 3:45. Is it confirmed by spotters? I'm assuming because Steve came running in
Public
here.
confirmed.
Yes.
Confirmed tornado.
Tornado on the ground. We don't have a feed of it. Very likely, if you're watching it from Alabama, your local news channel will likely have a feed of this because this is in a populated area here. And this is going to continue moving. Whoop.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, hang on. You got to go back on the moving it. Okay, let's just zoom out a little bit.
Moving northeast at 30 miles per hour.
Oh, Christ. That's going right into Birmingham. All right, guys. Yeah, this is going to go into Birmingham in the next about hour or so. So, coming up here, if this thing maintains itself, we got Brookwood, Searles, Abernant, Weller, all coming up. Your times respective right there on the screen. So at 3:41 should be at Weller, which is going to be right about here. We're going to be in Jefferson County, and that's going to be going right towards Birmingham. So hopefully this thing can kind of die down a little bit before we get into some really densely populated areas of Alabama. Right now in Tuscaloosa itself, we have the tornado ongoing. So this is an ongoing situation. This isn't we might be seeing a tornado. This is a tornado is occurring, and we're going to be crossing I-20 here in the next 5 or 6 minutes in Tuscaloosa. So we're I-20 and what's this? And Highway, this East-West Highway. Which one's this? Highway 11. I-20 and Highway 11. That's where you're going. You're going right, pretty much right here, crossing in here. That is where we're heading next. Okay, velocities aren't looking as crazy right now.
It looks like it broadened up a little bit.
It broadened up a little bit. CCs?
Also not looking as crazy.
Okay. So it may have lifted for now. We don't have confirmation on the ground. So treat this like an ongoing tornado still. This is a very intense storm. You have very clear inflow. Notice there's not really anything going on. I think a lot of this is just weird radar debris. I know. Oh, do you still have the national radar on?
I do not.
Okay, so it might just be Birmingham's radar is being weird.
Yeah, it's
God,
been being weird all day.
Can we check out over by Foster's? It's got a little tail on here too. Whoop, whoa, whoa, whoa. It was right here. Right here. All right. Bring up the velocity scope on this. I just want to I wouldn't be surprised if we got some rotation or by Foster's. Yeah, you got some broad rotation. We got to keep a close eye on this. This will be heading right into the middle of Tuscaloosa if this decides to take off. All right, so this isn't warned yet. This is me trying to guess what's going to happen next. You notice I got the little hook coming down on this. Not a good sign. All these storms, every one of these little showers is basically deciding to go tornado warning. This is the main deal here in the southeastern sections of Tuscaloosa. Really hoping people got in their safe place as this thing continues moving to the northeast towards. Thanks, people. Thanks for like our video and stuff. Do all that you gotta do. Okay. All right. So again, Tuscaloosa. This is moving to the northeast. It's going to be heading to Jefferson County in the next hour, or it's going to be heading towards Birmingham. We'll see if this storm is still tornado warned or not. It's moving about 30 miles an hour. So at 3:45, we'll be at Weller. And then after that, that's when we'll be entering Jefferson County, where we'll be heading towards Birmingham itself. Let's go back. General view of Birmingham, the metro. See what else we got going on. Okay. Let's see. Storm north of Birmingham. I see that's still tornado warned. Let's query this tornado warning. This looks like a mess. I can't even tell what's going on here. Is it I'm assuming this is radar indicated. And towards Kimberly, Locust Fork, Morris, Warrior.
It is, yeah, radar indicated rotation.
Okay. Yeah, this, I don't know. Man, godly, I can't tell what's going on here.
It looks pretty messy.
Yeah, it looks pretty messy here. It's going to be, where? Probably somewhere in here, I guess.
Again, the Birmingham radar has been acting a little strange today, so
Yeah.
Hopefully this information.
Well, whatever rotation might be here, that's heading towards Highway 31 and I-65. If you're in the polygon, respect the polygon. I'm going to steal this from James Spann. Respect the polygon. You're in the tornado warning polygon. You need to be treating this like it is ongoing, and you don't screw around with these storms here today, guys. They create tornadoes these storms have been creating tornadoes very fast, and they've been moving quickly, and it's very hard to see them until it's almost too late. We have another storm over south of Talladega. This one looks like it's pretty, it's definitely not as intense as it was before. It had a history of making a fair amount of tornadoes. Okay, let's see. I wouldn't be too concerned about this right now if we just kind of do velocity real fast.
Yep.
Yeah, this one looks pretty weak. Okay, let's zoom out. Let's go a little further south. Let's see down by Montgomery if we got anything happening here. Okay, we got just to the west of Selma. What's going on with this one? Okay, this is southeast of Demopolis, south of Uniontown, over by Alberta. We got the, I believe that's a tornado. There's a bunch of tornado warnings on here, guys. So let's kind of see. Okay. Bring up the. All right, yeah, there we go. Yeah, a pretty tight couplet there. Anything on the ground? Anything being destroyed, I guess, on the ground? So CC show up.
It's down there. Let's see. Check out the correlation coefficient.
Doesn't look like it. That's a pretty tight couplet, though. Be careful. It's that tornado warning. Let's bring up. How long is this warned for? Yeah, this is south of Uniontown. By Alberta. Warned till 4. Okay.
Sources radar indicated.
Radar indicated tornado warning. Okay, so nothing confirmed on the ground. So 4 p.m. Central Time, heading towards Uniontown. It's going to cross Highway 80, heading northeast. This is to the southeast of Demopolis, and we can zoom out a little bit. And some other storms happening over here. Oh Lord, I got all kinds of stuff. Wow, this one heading towards Thomasville.
Check out the warning here.
Okay, so 3:15, so another 10 minutes on this one, heading towards Thomasville. Assuming that's probably radar indicated too. It doesn't look. I mean, we're getting pretty far away from whichever radar. It's kind of a bit of a radar hole here.
I tried to bring up the velocities and it did not work. So.
Okay. All right, let's go back out. Okay, let's do Mississippi and Alabama. There should be a Mississippi and Alabama pilot to hook on. Oh man, look at all these little hooks coming down. All kinds of these little showers here seem to be making tornadoes. But again, yeah, Mississippi, pretty quiet right now overall. Not a whole lot. Alabama, from where I'm standing, this is where all these tornado warnings are happening right now. Let's jump back in towards Tuscaloosa, where probably the most problematic tornado has been thus far. And, okay, yeah, man, look at that thing hooking in there. Let's check out the velocities. It's going to be right on where Highway 11 and I-20 meet is the area of concern right now.
The scope isn't working, so I'm just switching it over.
Okay. Yeah, we are doing a lot at once, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, so right there. See? Again, toward the radar, away from radar, you got that rotation right in here that I've highlighted. Yeah. I-20 and Highway 11 moving northeast towards Brookwood, and then eventually Abernant. That is where this possible tornado is. Can we go to CCs? Maybe we can see if, okay, possible tornado. It doesn't seem like there's anything currently on the ground. There's a lot of population here in the Tuscaloosa area, so thankfully, when we don't see a debris ball, that means we're not seeing homes get destroyed or anything like that. It seems like it is a tight rotation, but it could be on the ground at any moment. Treat this like this is ongoing if you are in Brookwood. Fleetwood, far eastern Tuscaloosa. Again, if you're near where Highway 11 and I-20 meet, man, look at that. Golly, there's no way this thing's not going to drop a tornado again. Like, that is classic.
Yeah, that hook is looking pretty classic.
That is intense. You got that warm inflow coming in, that warm air circulating around the storm, 30 miles. So at Johns at 3:49, Brookwood at 3:20. It's 3:08 right now. You see the time right there. Current time of when this storm is going. So that's what we're looking at here. We'll be entering Jefferson County by about 3:45. At that point, we're going to be getting into some very intense populations. So really, fingers crossed this thing doesn't keep producing. Okay.
The storm north of Birmingham does not look amazing.
No. Yeah, that doesn't look very good at all.
That's good.
That's good. So this storm, I won't be surprised. Unless there is a feed of a tornado ongoing, this doesn't look very good to me. But also looks like the radar's being weird.
Yeah, I would agree with that. You can see like this line coming through. Hold on, let me see if I can highlight it.
That
right
looks
through
kinda,
here.
Yeah.
Take that off.
This looks like some weird rabbit tracking. I wonder if we can get some confirmation from somebody in the weather center that this is Birmingham. I know Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham's radar is having some issues here, so I would not rule this one out.
Like you said, James Spann, respect the polygon.
Yes. Yeah, respect the polygon, guys. If you're in the tornado warning, you're in that red polygon, you definitely need to respect it. We got another radar update. Let's go back down towards Tuscaloosa. We're heading towards Jefferson County here, guys. Oh, okay. This is not good. Look at that coming in here. If there's a tornado, it's going to be right there. Okay, well, let's see if we can get. That doesn't look good. The radar. I mean, when you see a supercell coming down to a little point like that, and then you see the velocities where the winds are rotating around it like that, right in there, that's where your possible tornado is going to be. Here, just north of I-20, here in far eastern Tuscaloosa. Oh man, that is not good. All right, let's bring it in. Can we get what kind of road network we got going in here? Okay. So this whole neighborhood, the Chapel Park Road, Andrews Road, you need to be in your safe place right now. I hope you were there already. This is not good. And if you're downstream from this, you need to get in your safe place. And, oh, okay, we just got a radar update. Let's zoom out. Okay, this whole neighborhood, somewhere in here. Okay, we probably need to zoom out quite a bit. There you go. So this is, if there's possible tornado, that's where it's going to be. That's where your velocities are at. CCs, I don't think the CCs updated.
CCs have not updated yet.
Yeah, they haven't updated. All right, we might be having some radar issues from Birmingham. Steve. It's Tuscaloosa storm. It's on the ground right now.
Okay, yeah, we're getting the same thing out here.
Okay, all right, we just got a radar update. So is Birmingham being weird? Yeah. All right, so we're getting confirmation from one of our meteorologists working these storms that yes,
correlation coefficient is not updating. Velocity is though, so we'll use that.
Okay, we'll use velocity. All right, let's just switch back to reflectivity for now. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's try to get people, if you're just joining in on us, biggest thing we're tracking right now is this tornado warned storm here just east of Tuscaloosa, just north of Coaling, Alabama. It's heading towards Abernat and heading towards Jefferson County within the hour. Right here where you see at the end of this supercell, this little circle, a little tip to the storm, almost like you're seeing like an eagle or something. That's where your tornado warning is. That's where your possible tornado is. If there was something on the ground, it would have just passed I-20 and Highway 11 here in Alabama. We're watching another storm here that's got a little hook on it as well. Anything with a hook, you got to be careful. You got to be a little concerned. It might have a tornado possibly happening. Yeah, they might tornado warn this pretty soon here just to the west of Tuscaloosa. So you guys just had one south side of Tuscaloosa. We got another one possibly happening. It's not tornado warned yet, but if you're looking at the velocity, when you see the the green and the red coming together like that, that's not a good sign. You can see it over here as well. This is more intense. This is where I think a tornado is very possibly happening right now. Again, we do not have any live feeds from it. There it is. Tornado on the ground happening right now with this storm north of Coaling. It's heading towards Abernant, then eventually into Jefferson County by 4 o'clock Central Time. All right, so let's zoom out more. Let's reset a little bit here in the Birmingham, just overall metro. So we have a storm up to the north here, over by right by Highway 65. Our radar's having some issues. Not entirely sure. Oh, Lord, I don't know what is happening with this.
It honestly looks a little better than it did a few minutes ago.
Yeah. So let's zoom up right here in Warrior at Highway 60 at I-65 and Highway 31. Here in Morris. Okay, that's where your rotation is going to be. So if you are right by Highway 65, you're just east of Highway 65 in Morris, you need to be in your safe place now. Storm's moving to the northeast. Going to be moving out of Jefferson County here in a few minutes. Okay, that might be something actually. You can query the warning, the newest warning.
Yes.
See what happening here. Hey, new followers, thanks for following us. Hail Trace. We typically do severe coverage for hail and tornadoes as well. Here is tornado warning until 4 o'clock. Thanks to our sponsors, as always, C3 Group, Marlon Group, and our Summit Balance Claims. Description below if you want to check them out. You're coming here from YouTube, from PT News. Thanks for sharing us, PT News. It's wonderful. I love so like our video, share it out there. And again, if you're in this area and you're trying to find, really get in there and try to see, what's on the ground and get more local stuff, feel free to go to your local news channel as well. We do everything across the nation, and we're actually based out of Oklahoma, so I do not know the Birmingham area as well as, say, James Spann. So, was it radar indicated, Frank?
Yes, radar indicated rotation.
Okay, good. So there's that tornado warning happening now. Let's zoom back out a little bit. See what other tornado warnings are currently happening. So we got the one by Tuscaloosa. That's a tornado on the ground. Okay, this one is out. Okay, that one down there. Okay. Let's shut. Nothing by Montgomery? Nothing south of them?
No.
Okay, yeah, looks like severe thunderstorm warning. Okay, that's not as big of a deal. Back into Tuscaloosa. It's not good. All right. Why does it have to be a tornado? The conditions were just right today, guys, unfortunately. Here at 3:15, that's what we're seeing here just north of Coaling, Alabama. See where those greens, the blues are coming together. That's the bad news bears. Going there. Yeah, that is a tornado happening right now, currently ongoing here in 10 years later, Tuscaloosa getting hit again, unfortunately. Yes. Anyone, residents of Tuscaloosa, or people who just generally pay attention to weather and enjoy weather, you guys are very, very aware of April 27, 2011. I don't think this is that, but this is definitely a concerning storm. Again, when you see the big arch like this, you see that inflow, this warm, moist air coming in, this unstable air is getting into there, and then that's where your tornado is going to be. There you go. You guys see that arrow coming in. The warm air is coming in, wrapping around the storm. That's what's causing this tornado here at Highway 11, I-20, moving northeast. I guarantee you they're going to extend or issue a new tornado warning for Jefferson County within the next 20 minutes, and this is going to be heading towards Birmingham. So this is what impacted Tuscaloosa. We'll be heading towards Birmingham very soon after that. All right, and then another storm is moving to Tuscaloosa right now, which currently isn't warned for a tornado, but I don't know, man. This
Could bring up the velocities again and check it out again.
A little concerning. Let's check this out.
Yeah, it looks like it broadened up a little bit.
It's kind of broad. Okay, good. We don't need to have back-to-back tornadoes. I think what's happening is this storm, the inflow of this storm is really kind of overtaking it a bit, and this storm back here to the west of Tuscaloosa looks like it's probably not really able to tighten up for what it needs to drop a tornado right now. All right, since we haven't checked in on that in a little bit, we're going to shift gears a lot. We're going to head over to Tulsa, see what that hailstorm did. It's going to take 2 seconds. Software is going to get a little mad. Okay, so I don't think it's warned. Let's roll the radar back.
Nope.
A little bit.
Zoom in too much.
Yeah, just zoom in like right there. Let's see what we missed while we were covering the tornado.
Doesn't want to play. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Okay. There you go. Moving off to east. Looks like it's kind of dying. Looks like this is like right along the cold front. Let's see that line coming in here. Move into the northeast. There we go. Yeah. All right. Let's bring it back to now. And can you bring up the hail tracks? It should be down kind of where like storm tracks and stuff are at. So hail tracks, it should be the like 1 hour hail swath, I think is what we called it.
Hail tracks, there it is.
There it is. There you go. So let's query some of this. This is what the algorithm's putting out here in Tulsa. We had a quarter report here, 0.7. Yeah, so around quarter size hail. It's kind of what we were thinking. A lot of subsevere hail with up to quarters. Again, we don't necessarily agree with the algorithm, but it's just kind of giving you an idea of what fell. I believe if we had pictures to check out, there'd be a lot of subsevere hail with some quarters mixing in, especially over to the east, to the west of downtown Tulsa, and probably in North Tulsa as well. All right, we can cut the hill tracks now. We did have baseball size hail earlier in Alabama, but not here in Oklahoma. Okay, so that's what we're seeing. So this isn't warned anymore. Severe thunderstorm warning has ended for Tulsa, and I believe overall in Oklahoma, if we look here, we don't see any severe weather currently occurring. If anything does happen, we will jump back into Oklahoma, but I think we can kind of nip Oklahoma in the bud a bit. Let's just go back to Birmingham. And, all right, so we have, oh, we got the storm tracks back on. That's why I was like, what is going on here? So here we got, let's go down to Tuscaloosa. This is going to be the main story. This is possible to see if it's still a confirmed tornado or not.
It's taking a second to load. Still says public confirmed tornado.
Okay. Let's bring up the velocities. If we can get the scope on here working. There you go. Oh, God. Yeah, no, there's definitely a tornado. And just switch it to CCs real fast.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a tornado. Let's zoom in on this. See where it is. See where it's at as a 320. Okay, it's just south of, what was that? Route. It's in Brookwood. Okay. Move over. What road is this? Right on Paradise Lane. Oh, man. Tornado. This is over some neighborhoods here. Oh man. It's a lot of neighborhoods. Oh, boy. I hope, again, this is why you respect those polygons. Tornado warnings in your area, you need to get into your safe place. Assume you have a tornado heading for your house. Paradise Lane, and how big is that tornado, Wes? Hard to say. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, we got a radar update. Okay, tornado's probably right here now. If we go back to velocity. Oh, not velocity didn't update yet. All right, back to CCs then. Tornado without visual confirmation. So with the CCs, you get debris scattering everywhere. So the tornado may be like, say it's like my arm. You know what I mean? And then the debris can be way out here because it's wrapping around. So I can't say how wide it is without any sort of confirmation of visuals. But it's likely not a very small tornado. But another thing is the CCs aren't bottoming out. So if you could see the map below it or lots of blue, that usually means that you have a tornado lifting entire roofs, entire homes, and we don't seem to be seeing that. So I don't think we're, as of right now, don't want to quote me on it, a strong tornado at the moment. So probably still doing damage, still very dangerous. At this exact moment, maybe not so much. So right along Alabama Highway 216 in Brookwood and into East Brookwood, that is what we're seeing for the tornado right now. Okay, it looks like let's zoom out a little bit. I think they just issued a tornado warning for Tuscaloosa. They did. All right, yeah, they tornado warned the storm. So at Tuscaloosa, another tornado warning, new tornado warning. We were talking about this. We were watching the storm here. Let's kind of bring up the, yeah, it's not the wind, it's the stuff. Yep, yeah, it's the stuff wrapping around. So that is where you're right along, Highway 11 in Tuscaloosa, about to go towards like downtown. Can we bring up? Where's University of Alabama? Bring up the points of interest palette, and just kind of. You don't have to click on anything. You can tell me, Frank. Just kind of move around Tuscaloosa a little bit.
Points of interest. There we go. Not seeing where it is.
Okay, I don't know where University of Alabama is exactly, but looks like so. There's your possible tornado in here, moving right towards downtown Tuscaloosa, the middle of Tuscaloosa. It's going to cross Highway 69. It's just west of Highway 69. Looks like it's just north of I-20 here in Tuscaloosa. We got 2 tornado-warned storms. We got one behind my head here. This is in Brookwood along Highway 216, moving to the northeast, and we have the one here in Tuscaloosa as well. So 2 tornado-warned storms, both moving in the same general direction towards Jefferson County, and this one in Tuscaloosa is the one I'm most concerned about at the moment. So if we have, let's query this tornado warning. Let's see how long it's for. It's still 4:15. Includes Abernat, Holt, Northport, Tuscaloosa. So we're going backwards from last to first. So Tuscaloosa is right now. Abernat's last. We got an update with the radar. Let's kill this, zoom in, and let's get the velocity scope in here and CC scope with this one that's currently in Tuscaloosa. As there's a lot of folks here, a lot of people live here, a lot of population. If there is anything happening on the ground, we will be able to see it very, very soon. Okay.
Radar indicated rotation for source,
radar indicated. Okay, so we have nothing confirmed at the moment. Good. Oh God. Let's go to CC's overall on this. So let's kill it. Let's kill this. Let's get rid of this, and just roll it backward a couple frames. Move forward. Oh no. Okay, back to reflectivity. We may have something on the ground. That's not good, guys. Not good. It looks like some kind of debris or something. Okay, let's zoom all the way into the end of the hook here where we possibly see tornadoes. So near Friday Circle, 35th Street, just south of 36th Street. It's going to be crossing 359 very, very soon. There's Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. Friday Circle is going to be just south of that intersection. It's going to be just to the west of Highway 359, moving northeast at did you see what speed, like 30?
35 miles per hour.
At 35 miles an hour. So it's going to be imminent for you. Let's move northeast. Let's see where this is headed next. Okay, we already have an update. That's cool. So we're here at 35th Street, and then it's heading straight to campus. All right, we got to figure out where campus is at. Let's go northeast, Frank. Okay, well now bring up points of interest and just kind of move around. Let's find it. Let's find it, University of Alabama.
University Place Elementary School.
Yeah, they have ABC 7 has a live feed running there in a truck driving around Tuscaloosa County.
There is a high school at 15th Street.
Okay.
So like.
Actually, let's
right
go a little bit east. I think I might see where University of Alabama might be. Okay, this might be the mall. University Mall, right here.
That's a hospital.
That's a hospital.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Northington General Hospital.
Okay. All right, let's zoom out a little bit because I don't know exactly where University of Alabama is located. Yeah, let's zoom in a tiny bit right there. So we got main roads. All right, so here's 15th Street, right? Here's 10th Avenue. Tornado's over here, and it's in there. So he said west side go barely north. So that means University of Alabama is probably up right over here. Let's zoom in again. I bet this is points of interest query.
Student Health Center. Yeah, this is the University.
University of Alabama, right here. Click on it. Let's just bring it up with the points of interest. Okay, right about down here. Okay, that's like hospital and stuff. Oh, God. All right, let's zoom out a little bit. We need to see if this is happening on the ground right now.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Okay. CC's. If it's doing something, it's It's hitting people. Okay, way up a little higher. Up in here. Ooh. Okay, that might not be. Okay. Let's pull us out. So again, this is tornado warned. Zoom out a bit. In Tuscaloosa itself, it's going to be near the University of Alabama. Is the warning updated at all? I'm going to try and bring up my phone real fast.
Yeah, warning.
I'll try to see if I can see something on social media here real quick.
Warning updated at 3:21. Still radar indicated rotation.
Okay, if we actually get a confirmation, we'll know right away because it's in the middle of Tuscaloosa right now. If you are in Tuscaloosa, you need to be in your tornado safe place. It's happening right now, guys. Okay, let's check out the storm just to the east. What size tornado is being asked? Right now, I don't think we have, as far as I know, it's still currently radar indicated. Obviously, a rapidly changing situation, so don't quote me on that as confirmation that you're okay. This could be a tornado in the middle of Tuscaloosa at any moment. The other storm here, try to see. Okay, yep. Oh, Lord. All right, zoom in on this. This is the other tornado warned storm off to the east, just to the northeast of Brookwood. This would be rain wrapped. You see all the rain that's around it. If you remove the velocities again, this is just you're not going to be able to see this coming. This is going to be in the middle of the rain. You're going to have a tornado there. Go back to the velocities. You can see how tight that couplet is. When you see the blue showing up, that means very strong wind spinning, a gate-to-gate shear, we like to call it. Go back to CCs, and yeah, that's a big debris ball. That's a big tornado on the ground. So, and that's moving northeast. There's the Jefferson County line right where my hand is right now. So it's going to be moving into Jefferson County. So I anticipate a new warning will be issued very imminently. So let's.
I'm going to zoom in here and get some streets.
Yeah, let's figure out what we're hitting. Okay, whoop. Okay, we got Friendship Lane. Oh, this is neighborhoods. Hannah Creek Cutoff. Hannah Creek Road. Seals Road. If we back up a little bit, where it just passed Main Road. Right here, County Road 59. So it literally just passed County Road 59, moving northeast about 30. Zoom out a little bit, or just move to northeast, a little bit. See what roads are coming up here. Oh my God! All right, so this is what I was talking about before with the other storm. If the CCs were getting down to the blues, this is a tornado on the ground. Lots of debris is getting lofted right now. It hit a bunch of homes just here. Again, we were talking about all these roads in here. We have Stinnett Road right now happening. This is a tornado, possibly a large tornado on the ground at the moment. But zoom out, Stinnett Road, you're next up. Oh my God, that is not good. All right, that's tight rotation, strong rotation. Again, we are imminently about to move into, so this is in Searles. Okay, let's kill the scope, zoom out a little bit. We know exactly, so it's gonna be like right here. Zoom out a little bit. Let's do a track from right this point right here to the northeast at 30 miles an hour. Right there. All right. At 351, we're going to be Mud Creek, Toad Vine at 401, 408 in Concord, and 415 we're in Pleasant Grove. At that point, we are in the suburb, where this is all suburbs of Birmingham, Alabama. We're getting to some very densely populated areas here very quickly, so this is a emergency situation going on, going into Jefferson County. Did they not have a new warning out?
Not yet, no.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Now, storm in Tuscaloosa itself. This is also looking ominous. Let's check in on this. Where in Alabama? We are in Tuscaloosa and Birmingham area. So this is Tuscaloosa right now, center of town. Bringing up there. Okay, doesn't look scary like the other one we just saw. And I don't see anything current. I'm not scoping any high CCs or low CCs.
Yeah, as far as we see on radar, I don't see anything.
Do you think there'll be a tornado in Atlanta today or tomorrow? It will be, if there are tornadoes that happen in the Atlanta metro, it's going to be late tonight, possibly at daybreak tomorrow, after 4 in the morning to about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning tomorrow on the 18th. Okay. All right, so your rotation is going to be here. It's looking a little broad, but again, it's not looking as crazy as stuff. When is Raleigh? Raleigh's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow afternoon. Steve, we got any confirmation in Tuscaloosa?
That one up to West Tuscaloosa, that's south.
The one east of Tuscaloosa? This one I know is
There's
that's a
tornado
monster.
on the ground there, yeah.
Nothing on the ground? Okay, good.
Can you bring in my water here, please?
Okay, good. All right. So let's go to the Birmingham overview right now, if you're just joining us here on the stream. All right, so we have 2 storms that we are very concerned about. So we have, this one's going to cross into to Jefferson County very soon. I don't know why they haven't reissued a tornado warning yet. If you are in Jefferson County and you're in the path of this, from Pleasant Grove points to the south and west, you are in danger of this thing coming in very soon here. We have a big time. We have a second storm, that's Tuscaloosa. We got a new, is this tornado warning over by Selma?
Yep.
Is this confirmed? Just query it real fast on here. Okay, that's till 4. It's about half an hour. Okay. I'm assuming this one is probably radar indicated.
Yeah, I'm checking now. Let's see. I'm
right.
gonna venture a guess that I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Radar indicated, yes.
Radar indicated. Okay, timeline for Birmingham. West, that's going to be probably after 4 o'clock. Definitely after 4. So I'm putting all my focus on these 2 storms, guys. This is the most dangerous one here. Let's zoom in. Let's try to see. They haven't reissued a tornado warning, as far as I know. There's your circulation. That tiny little point right there, that's going to be your tornado. Let's do CCs. So I got that debris ball.
Yes.
Yes, right there. That's a tornado. That's going to be crossing in Jefferson County next few minutes. Pleasant Grove, probably by about, what did I say, about almost 40 minutes. So by 4 o'clock, we're going to be, yep, there you go. There's that latest update. Still on the ground. Still looking scary here, guys. Say 30 miles an hour, moving northeast. So somebody asking, by 419, you're in Fairfield. So that's going to be just outside of Birmingham. Birmingham downtown's right here. The rate it's heading, it's going to be going northeast. It'll probably go just north of the center of Birmingham, assuming it stays on the ground. Hopefully this here coming up.
And
pretty
also
soon.
assuming it continues to go northeast. Sometimes
Yes, sometimes when they really get strong, they start going east as well. So let's go back to reflectivity. I think we have a new tornado warning up here. Yep, new tornado warning issue. Let's bring it up. Okay, it's more for a ping pong ball size. I haven't really seen too much hail with this, but
Yeah.
I haven't been looking for it too much. Anything about the University of Alabama? Doesn't look like anything's been on the ground in Tuscaloosa. It was tornado warned, but we've had no confirmation so far of that. Any details from the warnings? This isn't a tornado emergency, right?
Bringing it up now.
Bring it up real fast.
Tornado warning. Public confirmed tornado.
Okay.
Not an emergency though. But if you're in the path of this, it's definitely an
Yes,
emergency.
if you're in the path of this is very dangerous. Just want to make sure this wasn't a tornado emergency. At least not yet. We'll see how this thing keeps going. What about Madison County? I don't know where Madison County's out. Let's clear this out. All right, so we got this storm, the newest tornado warning. It's heading, looks like they're thinking it's going to go north-northeast instead of northeast, because they have it bringing it just to the northeast of, or northwest of Birmingham itself. And then, man, look at the hook on this guy. Is there a nadir on south side? Not on the south side of Birmingham, no. Okay, so this is pretty much, so the first storm, the one that is moving to Jefferson County, was south of I-20. This one right now is north of I-20 and north of Highway Alabama Highway 216. So these storms are basically training over each other more or less. So you have this tornado warned storm, definitely confirmed tornado storm here. This one, unsure. Lincoln County is okay, is that correct? I believe so. All right, let's bring up. Okay, this rotation looks pretty broad, thankfully. The hook is scary looking on radar, on reflectivity, but when you get in there, it's not, the velocities aren't looking as intense. And doesn't look like anything's on the ground with this right now. But it continues to be tornado warned. At any moment, this could drop a tornado. The first storm, we were watching a little earlier, and it was taking its sweet time, and now it's dropping a pretty good tornado. How do tornadoes form? I actually could bring that up in a little bit here. Okay, so there's your velocities right there. That's where your tornado is likely going to be at. If we switch over to CCs, you'll get the corresponding debris ball. It doesn't look as strong as it did before. Might be weakening a little bit. Might be occluding into the storm. So basically, supercell may be spitting out one tornado and possibly trying to get another one going together.
Yeah, it does look like it takes a little jog to the north.
Yeah, as it's jogging to the north, it might be getting absorbed into the storm. It might have a new one try to form after it. It's called a cyclic supercell. So basically, it's a storm. It'll make a tornado. It'll pop on it. It'll get rid of one and have a new one form just to its south. So we got to watch this super carefully if this ends up happening. Yeah, I can even see like a new hook trying to form, like right in here. It might actually be. What type
I did see some rotation to the south. Let's check and see if that's
let's check
that
that out
is.
again. How safe is south side? Imminently not as much. Yeah, see a new rotation trying to form down here. So yeah, the storm might be cycling. So basically, it's going to get rid of one. One tornado is going to be going to the north, and another one might try to form south over here. So we have to watch this very carefully. Right in here, just north of where Abernant's showing up on the screen, heading towards Johns. Okay. And then this storm, again, doesn't look like any tornado. I bet there's some strong winds with this just on the east side of Tuscaloosa, but in terms of anything tornadic, doesn't look like it imminently at this exact moment, but any moment that can change. So, again, I think these are the only two storms that are making big-time tornadoes right now. Anywhere else, we have... What did you do?
I went to the southeast radar.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I was just mad for a minute. Okay, we got... Oh, wait, what's down here? It's not Baton Rouge, is it?
No, it's north.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, okay, Baton Rouge over there. Okay, never mind. Okay, that's pretty rural.
It's also far away from the Jackson
Yeah,
radar.
yeah, I don't have the radar up for that. Let's go over to the east. Let's go over by Montgomery. See here, anything crazy with this? We got a couple tornado warnings. It looks like they're still about the same level of intensity as the other ones. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I think this Birmingham area, that's going to be our focus. Seems like that is a big deal here. All right. Let's check. Looks like we got an update. I bet this thing's trying to say. Any NATOs in the south? South side of Birmingham, not right now. But again, the risk is going to continue well into tonight. If you're anywhere in Alabama, you are, even if you're not in a tornado warning right now, you're just in a watch, whatever it is, you're not out of the woods till late tonight. A lot to possibly happen. So yeah, you can see this one. It looks like it's weakening. We have another area of circulation trying to form. So this might actually be a cyclic supercell. A storm now will get rid of one tornado and make another one. So again, even knowing this one tornado looks like it's weakening, we go to CCs, I bet the debris ball is much less. Yes. Yep. Yeah, it looks like the tornado is likely lifted or lifting, and then we may have a new one form very soon. And then over here, we have we're by Highway 216. This is the other tornado warning. Notice how it's not as tight of a rotation. The colors are matching each other, but more broadly. You got more wide areas. You don't have that one like pixel that's like really getting close. So it's like, okay, yeah, tornado warning has now been dropped from Tuscaloosa as the storm is pulling away. So now we have just the two tornadic storms that are training over each other. Let's see, query up that warning, see if there's any updates that are relevant. Okay, yeah, so just Abernathy and Brookwood. Thankfully, this probably is in a fairly rural-ish area, comparatively. Yeah, and then the other one that's going towards Pleasant Grove. 2 tornado warnings happening right now. You can clear that out. I don't think anything's going to be happening here in this storm at the moment. Nothing's on the ground, but notice how you see the arch right in here. Storm is it's re-intensifying. It's getting its act together for possibly another tornado that might be heading towards the Johns area as we cross into Jefferson County in the next couple of minutes. Again, by the time we cross over in 4 o'clock, notice it's really starting to. This is the old circulation right here. You can see it, coming together right in there. This is the new circulation trying to get its act together. As it crosses into Jefferson County, these storms have a lot of energy to work with. The atmosphere couldn't be more perfect for tornadoes today, and we're really starting to see that come into unfortunate fruition of a fair number of tornadoes already occurred this afternoon. Okay, latest update. Yeah, it's not super tight yet. All right. So these two storms are the ones we're worried about, and then they're heading towards one of the most densely populated parts of Alabama. So,
still moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. So let's track that out here, where that rotation is.
All right, Frank, you can say them for a second. I gotta drink some water.
Okay. So we're looking at 354 Mud Creek, 406 Virginia, 414 Hueytown, 419 Pleasant Grove, 424 Fairfield. We're not thinking there's a tornado on the ground at this moment, as the old circulation has left, and we do think that we have some new circulation forming right where you see this new hook forming here. So if you're in the path of this and your town is listed here, make sure you're taking your tornado precautions. Respect the polygon. You're under a warning. Do what they say. Take your safety precautions and get to your safe place.
Yeah. So we're getting radar updates every about 2 minutes now. We're in severe weather mode like crazy. So the radar will get updated pretty quickly. This storm might actually I'm trying to see if this storm will outpace this one and kind of kill it off, but it's hard to say right now. Can we check out we're crossing into Jefferson County now.
Yes.
On the first storm. Let's bring up
You're looking at it for velocities?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so nothing on the ground yet. Still, you still have that circulation. This one might be trying to get tighter now here. Is Alabama good for time being? Alabama is good if you want to see big tornadoes. I live downtown Tuscaloosa. Well, thankfully, with this second storm, it looked scary, and it was tornado warned. It looks like it didn't drop a big tornado in town, the second one. I think the first one did south of town. And then we have up here over by Johns. This one had a pretty intense tornado not too long ago. Looks like it has kind of since circulated out and maybe trying to cycle to make another tornado, unless this southern storm outpaces it, and then maybe they can kind of knock each other out, because we are now getting close, like right behind my head. That's where Birmingham's at. So we got Bessemer, Hoover, Pleasant Grove, Birmingham, all just off to the north and east, which is within the path of both of these storms. So could be bad news bears.
I saw a comment that said something about Joplin. I don't know if it was somebody trolling, but
I don't know. Guys are chatty, really active in the chat. Thanks for coming in here, subscribe, all that great stuff. Fire channel confirmed property damage and injuries. Yes, I believe it's probably southern sections of Tuscaloosa with that. I mean, so this first storm, when it moved through the south side of Tuscaloosa, that one definitely had a tornado on the ground as it was occurring. Second storm, I don't have confirmation quite yet of anything. I do not think we have anything crazy going on at the moment. Okay, yeah, so when you roll it back, it was back here. This is a little earlier. This is 3 o'clock. You can see it moving across the northeast. This one had probably a tornado for a while here, and has since kind of, notice how this one may try to take over more. We'll see. Wayne County as well from Weather Channel. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, if you guys are watching, you got the Weather Channel, you got like a local channel up that gets confirmation. We're in here. It's myself and got Frank at the producer desk, and he's controlling everything on here, and I'm talking, so I'm not able to get images or anything for confirmation easily. So I try to ask some of the other meteorologists here at the office every now and again, but it's looking like, again, a pretty intense day. And these are just 2 storms out of a bunch of storms that have been tornado warned today. We also had hail in Tulsa a little earlier. If you have hail trace, use us. If you're in the restoration industry and you're using us, our maps are being made live. I think it's available. Probably, I'm assuming a 2-star map. If somebody, it better be a 2-star map by now. So, and we have. We're doing lots of tornado coverage here. So it looks like the latest radar update, this almost looks like it's getting like gusted out or something in the second storm, the way the hook is kind of pushing back into the main body of the storm here by Brookwood. Oh, no, rotation is still pretty good. It just looks weird on radar about the second storm. Okay, yeah, this one still doesn't look like any tornado. It looks like neither of these storms have a tornado currently ongoing as far as I know. Again, without that ground coverage. Okay, that. All right. Okay, let's go back. Let's zoom out to a Birmingham view. Let's do just the northern Alabama. See what else has been going on. Okay, let's zoom out even a little more than that. Let's get all the way to like northern half of Alabama. So we got a tornado warning up here in rural northeastern Alabama. We'll keep an eye for later for Huntsville. You guys are now in the woods. So these 2 storms by Birmingham. And man, why is the radar showing so much? Is it really raining that much? I don't know. Unsure. The radar's been doing some wonky stuff here, guys. So
there's rain out there. I mean,
okay.
At least according to the Birmingham radar, there is. So.
Yeah. Okay, maybe shift a little further to the south. See if there's anything. Looks like got another tornado warning happening. So Montgomery itself doesn't seem to have anything. We have this one storm over by Selma, which doesn't seem like it's moving very much.
No.
Yeah, it's just moving pretty slow. Or by Linden. Another. You guys have been under tornado warnings for a while.
Check out the velocities on this one.
Yeah. I mean, that's
good.
That's pretty good rotation. We're picking that up pretty high. About 6,000 feet or so. Yeah. That's so. All right. Yeah. So those are main things on the ground by Selma, but we do have quite a bit of gusty stuff going on here. Yeah, some tornadoes down here south of I-20. Mississippi has been very quiet for the time being anyway, but notice you have all of these tornado warnings over in Alabama and to Louisiana. So Mississippi, you're not out of the woods. Any of these showers here very quickly end up dropping a tornado as well. So Mississippi, you are not out of the woods. Alabama, you are now you're in the thick of it, really. You're the main focus of everything that's going on. Arkansas, what's happening in Arkansas? Rain. Thankfully, most of Arkansas is pretty quiet. Oh, hey, let's go up here. Let's go up to, what is this, near south of Joplin? Yep, south of Joplin by Pineville and south of Neosho. Let's query these hail at 0.7. What about this other one? Okay, $half size hail in Lanigan, Missouri, by Pineville, just north of Pineville. Looks like it's heading northeast. I'm assuming the severe thunderstorm warnings for $half size hail. Ping pong ball size hail. Okay, and that's heading towards Neosho, Missouri. That is until 4:15, about 20 minutes or so, a little more than 20 minutes. Looks like that's heading off to the northeast. Looks like the hail core probably will go to the southern half of Neosho. You can see those higher reflectivity returns. And if we bring up the CC scope, I bet you can see some lower CCs right down in there, right at the updraft of the storm. So with hail, things like to be suspended up, right? So they go and will make some bigger hail in there. So there you go. That's what we're seeing for hail updating right just south of Anderson off of Highway 49, Interstate 49 that heads into Arkansas. So again, that's where you're seeing some hail. That's probably where the most hail is happening right now in these little low top storms moving off to the north and to the east. All right, let's zoom back out a little bit. Now I'm assuming we're picking up from Springfield. Yeah, that's right. Tulsa again. Tulsa, you're pulled out of the watch. You're done now, and everything's just kind of pushing off to the north and east. So Springfield, you could see stuff later. Joplin, you could see some storms in a little bit, next hour or so. Okay. All right.
Let's check out these tornado warnings again.
Yeah, we're going to go back to Jefferson County here in Birmingham. All right. Let's check this out. Okay, this is starting to look a little messier here. Let's get a scope. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this storm might be getting problems being caused because it's interacting with the storm to the south or to the. This one's starting to look a little better. Notice how you have the greens and the reds coming together towards a point here. Hopefully, is there anything on the ground? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so right here, notice how the couplets have really kind of tightened up quite a bit in there, and you're seeing a potential for right along Searles. I probably pronounced that wrong. I'm sorry, guys. North of Alabama Highway 216. That's where your circulation's at. This has gotten a lot stronger since we last looked at it a few minutes ago. So this storm might become what we call the dominant storm. So the one that originally had a tornado that's now in Jefferson County looks a lot weaker. It looks like it may have been interacting with this storm a little too much and it's weakened significantly. Not really having much, but this rotation is pretty strong over Searles. Let's remove the scope here and be just in this area. You can even see the inflow coming into this. So all I need to know is Lincoln County okay. Not gonna lie, I don't exactly know where Lincoln County is, but probably okay. We'll see. Yeah, that's that warm air getting in there. So let's zoom out a little bit so we can see the two storms that we're looking at. So it's really turning into one storm, and then this is head pretty much right beeline for Concord, Alabama, and there's Birmingham right in my hand. So this is heading in the general direction of Birmingham. Hopefully these storms kind of weaken a little bit so we can have towards, there we go, about 35. So Kellerman, Toadvine, Concord, Pleasant Grove, and Palo. So Pleasant Grove at 4:32, Concord at 4:26. It's all about half an hour or so from now. We're really going to start seeing a lot more population possibly at risk by this second storm if it doesn't also kind of die out like the first one. So, all right, let's kind of reset a little bit. What time is it right now?
3:56.
I wonder if the latest run. All right, so we're going to take a break from right now for just a second. I'm actually going to skip over. I'm going to try to see the models here, see what the latest update is moving forward through the rest of the evening. What are we expecting? This is the future radar. By 6 p.m., could have quite a bit of activity. Notice these lines of storms. These are the areas you really want to be focused in on just south of I-20 and then over here just north of Birmingham. They have more activity possible here in northeastern sections of Mississippi, and then all this down here in western Mississippi, all going to be tornadic, and then pushing forward. I didn't want to do that. And then pushing forward a little bit more. Notice how all the activity, so if you're going, oh man, what's happening in Alabama? I think I'm okay. I'm not in the tornado warning right now. There's a lot of storm left. This is 11 p.m. is what we're anticipating. We're going to see a lot of storms going into tonight. And then we have Atlanta as well after about 11 p.m. Continues to push through the main line of storms. Will push through Birmingham on overnight hours. And then by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, by about 9:30 tomorrow morning Central Time, so 10:30 Georgia time is when these storms will be pushing away from Alabama or from Atlanta, and that could have implications of hail and tornadoes as well. So people are asking, how do tornadoes form? So I got this little graphic for you here. It's basically you have winds blowing one way at the surface, and then you have stronger winds blowing the upper levels of the atmosphere, and then it causes the air to kind of tumble over itself within a storm, and then from there, the updraft of a thunderstorm. So I keep pointing at the inflow, and notice how sometimes you see a thunderstorm, and there's the dark clouds, but no rain's coming out. That's usually the updraft, and when it gets strong enough, it'll actually push up that rotating column air and twist it, so that way you now have a vertical column of air spinning, and then from there, assuming my thing will actually go, it causes that wall cloud. As the spinning continues, basically the cloud level will start getting closer to the ground, and then from there it continues to go all the way to the ground, and that's going to be a tornado. And that's how tornadoes form, and the conditions are perfect for us to have this happen today across Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, Louisiana. So, and now I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to hot button this back to what we're doing. Follow us on our social media platforms. This isn't the end of the stream. I'm mostly just kind of plugging our stuff here. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If a lot of you guys are watching this YouTube, subscribe to our channel. And if you are in the restoration industry, feel free to call as well. So, what's happening?
There might be a tornado northeast of Tuscaloosa, that tail end part.
Okay. Yeah, let's check it out. All right, back to what's happening currently. This right here.
Yeah.
We're talking about. All right, let's bring it up. Okay, yeah, velocity really tightened up since we last looked a few minutes ago. Either replacement or chain span. Yeah, that looks like a tornado right there. Yeah, it's a debris ball right in here. So it looks like we're now seeing a tornado. Let's zoom in. Oh, there we go. Woo!
I was trying to see if there were more roads.
I may not have loaded that one.
Oh, whoa.
Okay, we got big up there. We're gonna zoom out.
Yeah.
All right, so definitely a debris ball now. So this thing definitely picked up, and now right over Kellerman, right there, that big old circle of green and blue. Again, usually if you're used to watching our stream for hail, when we see the greens and the blues in a hailstorm, that's good. This is bad. That's another tornado on the ground, only a few miles to the south of what was impacting before. So again, these are training over the same basic area. We're gonna there's the Jefferson County line. We're gonna go in Jefferson County pretty soon. So
I'm going to zoom in, try to get us some streets in this
Okay.
area here.
all right,
Where
let's
it's
go
heading
for it.
towards.
So Franklin Road is heading towards Stanley Road, and it's going to be heading off to the north and east pretty quick.
I think those are
And
really the
that's
only two
pretty
roads
much
there.
it. Thankfully, this looks like it might be in a little more rural area. I wonder, let's go down where the debris ball actually is at. Must have hit something. Don't know. Anything about Alabaster?
Oh, right here.
Yeah,
Probably came
okay,
over
so
this,
it must have crossed over Birchfield Road and probably lofted some debris in the air, and that's why we're getting such a high CC drop. Okay, somebody's asking, what about Alabaster? I think, wasn't there a tornado earlier? Wasn't that like the first one?
Was that the name of the county?
I don't remember. It was the name of the town.
I
There's
don't
been a
think- I don't
bunch.
think that was it.
There's actually been a lot of activity so far today, guys. That's a little hard
Somebody
to remember.
before was asking about Jasper. I think I saw that in the comments.
Okay, let's kill the CCs. Let's just see reflectivity now. And yeah, that's where your tornado is going to be at. Okay, there you go. So this is the tornado right there. This is actually separated out. So this is all on its own. It's not wrapped in rain. It's not getting ingested in the storm. This could be this could be a long tracker, guys. So we're gonna be crossing into Jefferson County, heading towards Mud Creek and whatever this town is up here, hidden behind our banner. Pretty soon. Ezra, there we go. Oh, almost the whole name. Ezra, and then eventually Concord, and then Pleasant Grove along the way. Yeah, there you go. It's in here somewhere. So that tornado is happening right now. So again, if you are in the path of this, just get in your tornado safe place. If you're not in the path of this, you are not imminently in danger of this tornado. There isn't what's happening at the moment. Just hunker down, get in your tornado shelter. If you are in a mobile home, you do not want to be there. If you're in the path of this, you want to get into wherever shelter you are, ideally an interior room of your home, if that is what you can do, or into a tornado shelter, whether it's a public one. If not, you can go to like a gas station and just get in there somewhere in there as well. So they just issue a new tornado warning. Did you just bring that? Is this the one you just brought up?
I'm trying to see because they're on top of each other. I'm not sure which one came in first here.
Yeah, this one further to south is going to be our new one.
Yes, at 358, yes.
So 445.
Radar confirmed tornado. Yep.
Yeah, it's probably because it's in the rural area.
Northeast at 35 miles per hour.
At 35? All right.
Let's check that out.
Okay, so it's going to be right here. That's where your tornado is going to be at. And we got to go 35 miles an hour to the northeast. I'm assuming that's going to bring us in the Forestdale at 445, or 444, excuse me. So that's going to be just north of Birmingham. And then imminently we got Toadvine, we got Short Creek, we got Pleasant Grove at 430, so within the half hour, Minor 438, Forestdale 444. And then that's going to be, again, moving to the northeast. We'll see. Just because at 444, that's what we're saying, 40 minutes, that's where this storm's going to be at. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be on the ground here in Jefferson County at that point. But it's all very possible. So that's what we're looking at right now. So that first storm has since, I don't even think there's probably really any rotation in the first one. It's all just this guy right here. The storms have basically just combined. Yeah, there's some rotation in the middle of this. This has kind of gotten really sloppy on this first storm, but this is your big tornado storm. There's your debris ball right there. It has gotten fairly large. If we roll the radar back a few minutes, you can probably see it's like, yeah, look at that. You can follow
right here is where the tornado drops.
Yeah,
and then
you can follow it coming in. Yeah, that's a pretty big. That's a big debris signature. So it's tearing stuff up, whether it's homes or trees, whatever it is. That is a lot going on. So, and let's keep again pushing that off to the north and to the east. So again, if you're in the area, please be sure to get out of the way at this. So Lock Road, I think this is probably fairly rural at the moment. Yeah. It's just heading towards Birmingham. That's the concerning part. Oof. Did it pass Louisiana yet? This is heading generally there's the main tornado area right now is in Alabama. I think there are, if you are just probably west of Ruston, you're probably fine in Louisiana. Is this a new tornado warning down here?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay, let's check this out.
Oh yeah, looks like there's a hook on that.
Yeah, over by Alberta.
Yep.
I know we're probably picking this up from Birmingham, but that's all right. We're going to warn until 445 as well, near Hamburg and Safford. About 1,300 people impacted by this, southwest of Selma. Yeah, that's pretty good velocities. We're picking those up from Birmingham, so that's a few thousand feet up.
Yep. This one is also moving at 35 miles an hour northeast.
Was it radar confirmed or?
Just radar indicated.
Radar indicated? All right, well, that's good. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on this as well. This will head northeast of Selma, which I think is the biggest town in the general area. Yeah, so there you go. By 450, it'll be in Augustin. Safford is sooner, and at 419, it's going to be in Westbrook. So go back up to Birmingham. Again, that's going to be the storm that's going to have the most significant. Oh boy, that's not good. Let's bring. Yeah, so there's your velocities right here, and there's your debris ball. Doesn't look as intense, which means it either is in a rural area, so there isn't much debris to loft, or it's starting to weaken. Not sure which one. Somebody asking about Tennessee. I think Tennessee's okay right now. I'll have to check in on that in a little bit. But yeah, so here's your storm, and it's all coming in. There's a tornado right in there. That's your higher reflectivity. Your DBZ is upwards over 50. The red showing up is less rain and more just probably debris in the air from the tornado. Again, this is moving generally towards, it's now entering Jefferson County. It's crossing out and into Jefferson County. It looks like it's heading towards would be the northern suburbs of Birmingham if it stays on the ground or manages to stay tornado warned through it the next while here. And yeah, it looks like the debris ball is a little smaller, so it might be weakening a fair bit. I'm going to try to see if I can get any confirmation on my phone here. Let's get I'm going to see if I can get on social media real fast just via my phone. Okay. Any images? I don't know where Silas, Alabama is. See pictures of that. But I'm not seeing any pictures at the moment, so it might be very possible that this is in a rather rural area at the moment, which is good.
For whoever was asking about Jasper earlier, you look clear for now, but definitely not out of the risk. This is going to be a long-lasting event. So
yeah, it's pretty rural. All right, thanks, Wes. Pretty rural until Pleasant Grove. So we got some time here, guys. Hopefully this thing can just kind of churn away some trees before it starts getting to folks, and then things will be. Then it might get a little more serious after that. What else we got going on here? Let's see.
I'm just looking at Tennessee for whoever asked about that.
Yeah, there's not even a watch over there, thankfully. These PDS tornado watches, particularly dangerous situation. Tornado watches are in effect until 7. It's proving that fact. We've had quite a bit of tornadic activity already. Yeah, tornado watch, till 7 p.m. impacting a lot of people affected, over 300,000 people affected by this. So I think let's check back in here in the Birmingham area. Honestly, I might just need to take a break because I don't lose my voice too much here. Let's check in on this. It's not okay. Yeah, it's still a pretty tight rotation.
CCs.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's not
the debris ball is definitely not as intense.
Yeah, definitely not as intense as it was earlier. See, a few minutes ago. So as of right now, it's 4:11, and just as soon as about 10 minutes ago, it was a pretty big debris ball. So that means the thing might be weaker or starting to lift off, yet no longer be on the ground. So it's going to be a while here. We're getting into the real danger territory of, I think Pleasant Grove is what Wes says, where the people really start here in Jefferson County. All right. So overall, again, we've had quite a bit of activity so far today. Looks like we're starting to see more tornado warnings starting to show up in Mississippi. There's even in southeastern Arkansas as well. And then here, more tornadoes. Again, looks like it could be quite a bit of tornado activity for the rest of the day and into the evening. We'll be kind of doing live coverage in and out for the remainder of the afternoon. I think for the time being, I may just take a short break. I may come back on here about maybe even like 15 minutes when it gets a little closer to Birmingham, and kind of check in then. Until then, thanks for watching, guys. I can actually do this Yeah, follow us, contact us. You know, if you're in the restoration industry, you can give us a call. If you just learn to weather and you like following us, you like what you've seen here, subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We go live whenever there's lots of stuff going on. And then you can always give us a call, 855-334-4245. You're in the restoration industry, you want to get out there and help after this is all over. We'll help you guys get ready for that. Email us as well and visit our website for more details. We'll be back probably not too long from now, so keep an eye and get those notifications going. If you have a Hail Trace account, or keep an eye on our Facebook or on YouTube to your subscriptions, and we'll be back for more coverage as the storm moves towards Birmingham. I'll talk to you a little later.